Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another sunrise safari where you are with us live in the Sabi Sands. Hello, everyone. My name is Eric, joined by Khad, who is on camera. And this morning, we are out and about, listening to everything, looking for anything, and hopefully, we'll be able to find ourselves some whiskers. If not some whiskers, some trunks and tusks. Hopefully, now. And joining us on this beautiful safari this morning are a couple of others. We have all the way in the Masai Mara, David and James, and all the way down in Amakhala we have Ralph and Morgan, and not too far away from us in Sandringham we have Steve and Panda. Hoping that everyone has a fantastic sunrise safari.
We do have a special surprise. It's Pasanwari under the Black Dam Pride. Although we don't have all of the members here, I'm trying to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10. Maybe 10 lions. Got more of the youngsters here. But definitely feels like they're following the other portion of the pride, because there were big tracks of males. There was a lot of lion tracks there. But with this wind, this is opportune moments for the lions to hunt. This very chilly wind coming from the east is bringing some cloud. Oh, Andrew Smith, it's great to see him. He's definitely looking better than he did last time I saw him. Bit of a limp there. They're all sporting little injuries, even this little young boy who stood up. Got a cut on his belly. Where are you guys going? Just gonna have a look on the map and see where they might pop out. Okay, so they'll come out. Now you can see the intention of the body. Body's poised. Okay, not so much. She's trying to look at her sisters and go, okay, where are you going? What's the plan here? What have you seen? How can I be of service?
Sometimes also lions behave like herbivores when we see them eating grass. Either eating grass if they have little issues in their tummies, which helps them, balance, stuff in their bellies. But ideally, lions are predators, or rather, lions are carnivores. Now, one member has remained here, and this is Moja Moja, and Moja Moja is not leaving this kill anytime soon. Everybody else is gone. He has stuck, and this is a very, I would say, iconic behavior, or very different or unique behavior rather, of Moja Moja. He behaves very differently from the other 7 members. You see the other 6 doing one thing, he does another. Other 6 going one way, he goes the other way. When they play, he tends to be just slightly bit rough. I'm trying to imagine he's getting the internal part and not very good. That's why he just patted. Not sure he got a red lip there. I'm trying to look whether he got injured or something, or is still part of the blood. Yeah, he must. Yeah, if you look on his left lip, there's a little gash of wound there. Yeah, top left. Top left, he must have been wounded. Not sure, not on this particular kill. He isn't the one who brought it down. It was Jojo, but I think he got hurt maybe on a different kill. Maybe the previous one before this one. I wouldn't imagine there could have been any fight between him and the other coalition members. But if you look carefully, top left of his lip, there's a wound of about 2 inches. Not very deep, that one there. Thank you, James. 2-3 inches long. You see the scar I'm talking about on the hindquarters, right leg. And I think he has called it now off, and it's time to leave it. Allow the scavengers to come in. Hooded vultures for me will be number 1 here. Just him turning around is enough to scare all these scavengers. Of the 7 Topi boys, I'll be very closely following Moja Moja. Moja Moja in our local language means 1-1. Moja is 1. He got half a tail. His mother was called Longneck. Longneck was one female that was very aggressive. In general, if I come out of the car with a group of lions, they tend to go away. But with his mother Longneck, should come to you. SafariLIVE, you're saying, Moja Moja, please allow this bird to feed. And Moja Moja, SafariLIVE, look at him. He's coming back. See what will happen. Wow, Moja Moja, you're quite a character. I was speaking about his mother. His mother was called Longneck. And what would happen here in Africa, if you see a group, a pride of lions, and you tend to get close to them or you come out of the car, they tend to move away. But apparently, you do that with Longneck, Longneck would come to you. She was very aggressive and very daring. Now, I would imagine Moja Moja got a bit of traits from the mother because he is very aggressive and very courageous. Even on kills, if it happened they're all 7 together, he'd be like telling the other boys, come on, we can do this. Now, it's time for a proper party here for the clean crew, and I want to tell you for a fact now, Moja Moja is done and gone. And gone, I'll also go, and let's find out if Eric's elephants have gotten anywhere closer to him.
You can see just exactly how close he is to the vehicle. Lisa, incredible, absolutely amazing. I've just been hit by a jackleberry, and that's probably why he's here, sort of parked underneath the jackleberry. It's raining jackleberries, and a couple have fallen into the car. But he's probably smelling them and thinking, oh, this is maybe where I want to be. But at the moment he's feeding on what looks like okay, it's not an apple leaf. There's an apple leaf there. Not exactly too sure what this leafless shrub is, but he enjoys it. Hello, are we in the way? No, doesn't look like it. He's a big boy. Very cool. Reaching for the clouds. If you've ever had a sleeping elephant in front of you, this is kind of like the stance that they have. Michelle, absolutely. When you're this close to an elephant, it's almost, you must. Gorgeous. Obviously, this tree has been hit by some elephants of this size before. Branches might be just out of reach. You can taste a little bit of it. I think if you push the tree there just a little bit, give it a nudge, I'm sure some berries might fall down for you if that's what you're after. But I think you're after the leaves more than the berries. Beautiful.
There's no safari will ever be complete with me or him or both of us in the Masai Mara without elephants. Because elephants are his favorite animals to film. And I thought, James, I don't want any trouble. I'll give you your Ellies. So after we left the crime scene, we thought we had enough. We had done enough of it. Let the cleaning crew enjoy what was left behind. We saw from a distance hyenas were also trying to sneak in. The light on this Ellis is just beautiful, with such a great background of the western horizon, and way back, top right of your camera or your screen, not sure you can see the Olololo escarpment. We're staying in a camp called Governor's Camp. Pretty good camp, nicely located for doing safaris. Great tents they got. It's not fenced. Cynthia, you're asking common defects elephants will get. Now, if you look very carefully, Cynthia, we have seen a few ellies that are missing tails, or they got half tails. We also see them having tusks that are crossed tusks, and some of them will have no tusks at all, or some would have one. Majority of those cases or defects are always genetical, but a few other times we have seen either when they go for little fights, especially the males, or when they're trying to break down branches of trees, they would lose one tusk or both. So Governor's Camp, very ideal for families, for couples or single visitors or guests. And our coming back to the Masai Mara was made possible by Narok County government, and a very big thank you to them. Every other day they'll come visit us in the camp or out in the field and finding out how we are doing and making sure our stay or our live broadcasts are running smoothly. After the rains, you can see how white those tusks look. Makes you wondering how long would two male elephants stay together, and that would entirely depend. We have seen boys hanging out together for a couple of months, say 2 bulls, and then at a given time they go their separate ways, or they're joined by other bulls. So in general, elephant bulls tend to live on their own, apart from when, there's a breeding season or there's a female in estrus and one of the bulls will be in charge, having the mating rights. But it could be anything from 6 months to about a year, again, depending on the particular individual. Yeah, these two boys here, I still want to believe they're very closely related, family-wise. And giving us a very good show, how they're entangling their trunks. They look to be of the same size. I won't call them twins. But size is the same. They got both half tails. They seem to be having a deeper connectivity together in terms of their behavior. Boys will be boys.
Well, look what we have found. Some whiskers. Some whiskers. And there are other whiskers around here. Those whiskers seem to be hiding. But have a look at this beautiful chap. I don't know. I'm not too sure who he is. I'm wondering if he's not one of the Nzengas that we had the other day. I don't recognize the scar on his face. One going straight down his snout. I'm not too sure. But nonetheless, a beautiful boy. And he is being wind swept. But if you know who he is, please don't hesitate to let us know. Please do. There you go. You can see there's that scar going straight down the middle in between his eyes. But that hairdo is being blown, windswept, and is making it perfect for a photo of this male. Now, we did find lion tracks earlier this morning as we came in into this area. Well, not into this area, as we came into Little Gowrie, but we couldn't figure out where they were going. So and then they were going into Little Gowrie, and then all of a sudden they turned around and they decided that they were going to head out. So not too sure where they went, and I suppose this could be them. They may have done a bit of a circle around or something like that, maybe. Who knows? But nonetheless, we've got them here, and this is exactly what we wanted for this morning. We wanted tusks and trunks and some whiskers. Feline Friday is official. Felicia, he is stunning boy. And sitting proud, sitting pretty. And now it looks like he's actually having a little cat nap. That's why he's actually just closing his eyes to prevent dust from blowing into it. The wind is blowing at his face. And I'm sure he's not enjoying the fact that it's dusty. And one of those days where these lions might move around, they might sleep them. No one actually knows. No, absolutely. It is just majestic. Indeed. But like I was saying, because it's so cool, there's a number of things that these lions could potentially do. This is still hunting weather, and the wind can also help in their favor. But where they want to hunt from here is further south. They want to head south because that's where the wind's coming from.
Hello everybody, welcome aboard the Sunset Safari, where we're coming to you live from the Amakhala Game Reserve down in the Eastern Cape province of South Africa. My name is Ralph Kirsten.
up there on the camera is Morgan Mulholland. Yes, welcome aboard, the greatest and largest game drive in the world. So our boys, just a little bit of rolling around, tail twitching, not really showing us anything just yet that they're going to get up and walk. But I know David was saying he was hoping we are going to maybe get to that aardvark again. Unfortunately, this is on the furthest point away from where that aardvark is normally seen. So that's right on the eastern side, and we're right on the western side of the reserve. So almost, we make a mission to go specifically for that aardvark when we do that and when we have found it.
This is the hill where we saw the first one a month ago.
Morgan's saying that there's been one spotted around here as well, though. So who knows? Maybe, and it's very cold weather, windy, overcast. So maybe there's a good chance we see another one. So the question coming about what is the difference between a kraal and a boma? So, I think they're probably quite similar. A kraal being a round area for cattle, and a boma we normally use, as an area where we can safely dine and build a fire. So, both could be interchangeable. But yeah, so kraal generally for livestock, and a boma generally for humans to dine in, but also where you would corral animals. So you can use it for quarantine-based purposes. And currently where Pumulela is now in the boma, which is, sometimes it can be quite big, sometimes it can be quite small. 1 acre, sometimes it can be 10 hectares.
Well, from sports to sports, but again, very different sports. We got some cabbies, some hyena cabbies here. I'm seeing cabbies for the first time after a very, very long time. Actually, not sure we have seen any cabs of cheetahs since we got to the Mara, myself and Big James. And this is a big day for us. I mean, a cheetah, 2 cabs of hyena, spotted hyena. I wouldn't be able to know what these den is, where they are coming from, but ideally cabs. There's a den in front of us. We'll be going there much later on. But look at these 2 guys here. Well, it's pretty young. I mean, looks pretty dark, and I could say slightly bit over 3 months. The one walking away there is definitely over 3 months. The spots have started showing, and the one behind, not sure she wants to go in the den. No, she is just following the other. You notice she's a little dark in color, especially on the hind quarters. Maybe slightly bit over 2 months. They'll always feel very safe near the den. And they know if anything goes wrong very quickly, they'll seek refuge and safety inside than being out. What did you catch for yourself? A piece of wood? We haven't seen any kill around this area. There's no carcass. It's just by the den. Unless she wants to strengthen her teeth, possibly. Oh, these guests, their heart must have been blown out of the vehicle. Not sure what she's thinking it is. It's definitely not worth eating. It's not anything nutritious for you. And you're denying that guest some sun protector or something that would protect them from the dust. Interesting. Where did you get it from? I would want to believe the owner. Good camera work, James. This one is maybe going to put it on, and if she does, she'll be very fashionable and making a very good name in the Masai Mara. She is running towards the zebras, and let me see who, excuse my head, will share the heart. Once she gets close to the zebras, let us see the behavior of the zebras. We'll see what will happen there as she keeps running and dropping it. This is the same day now. We've got 3 other individuals who have shown up, and they must have come from the same den. We'll have anything from 5 to 20, depending on the number of the clan staying in a den. So we earlier saw 3, we've got 3 now, that makes 6.
Magnificent. Oh, my goodness. Are you alright there? Good. It's quite a branch to have broken off. Just like that, with ease. No trouble at all. This is how these guys do it. They reach up, pull down some of the biggest branches possible, or sometimes they pull up and they grab a small branch. But there's so much force behind it, they think it's a whole big branch come down. Jason, it's a good question. Why do elephants have such rounded feet? Stability. Stability. That's exactly why they need it. If they had very narrow feet, it'd be a bit difficult for them to, very difficult for them to move around and be as nimble as they can be. You know, you don't think an elephant can be nimble? It can. It can turn quickly. It can move very quickly if it needs to.
Well, everybody, it's an opportunity to just take a deep breath. Embody the elephant energy on this Friday afternoon. Get your feet on the earth. Feel ground beneath your feet. Deep breath in. And out. Keep deep breathing. Feeling where you are in this place, in this room, the atmosphere around you. It's been wonderful having you join us this afternoon on the Sunset Safari. We'll be live again tomorrow morning, bright and early, followed by the All Blacks versus Springboks Rugby, which I'm super excited about. But thank you for joining us. Thank you for your enthusiasm. We'll see you tomorrow morning, bright and early. Until then, have a beautiful Friday further. Good night and goodbye.